Namaste, angels. I'm going to do a client reading, and I'm going to begin with my cross spread, but with not the original placements, the other placements that I've used. And then I'll probably do my cross spread with the original placements with a different deck after that. I'm going to use the hashtag creepy deck first. And I'm beginning with long distance. And I think that it may be an indication of the distance that's between this couple. Even if they're not in actual physical separation, that there's some distance that has come between them. This, by the way, is one of my repeat clients. The feminine is a Capricorn, like on the last day of Capricorn. So Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. And the masculine is, I think he was mid-February. So that too would be Aquarius, not quite Pisces. Pisces doesn't start until the 19th of February. So he's not that far out. So Aquarius, maybe some water there too. In any case, yes, I'm to get back on track. I'm beginning with the hashtag creepy deck and long distance. And opening to freedom. Interesting. Long distance. Open relationship. Long distance. One or both may be trying to acquire their freedom from some sort of ties that bind, some cords, negative cords of emotion and or attachment, karmic ties and things. They may be trying to detach from those, distance themselves from those, dual meaning for this, and, seek their freedom. Maybe so that they can be open about their current relationship. Opening to true gem, which can also often represent for me air signs and particularly Gemini. There is no Gemini unless somebody's a Gemini, moon or rising sign. But again, there is that air present in this union. Long distance and one more. New love. So love anew. Again, they might want to cut ties from somebody, distance themselves, put some distance between themselves in a karmic situation to make way for new love. That could be the purpose of seeking freedom. Yep, control. Here's the ties that bind, right? These are the karmic strings, the negative emotion, attachment, the manipulation from which one or both, again, would like to be freed. The overall energy is triangle. Certainly that would reflect a third energy being involved. And very possibly an actual person, and not necessarily a love triangle, but that also quite possible as well. This card here is going to represent the divine couple. This is the recent past. Blocks to the union. The outcome. The masculine's higher self. The near future. What can the feminine do or surrender toward this situation? The masculine. And what does the universe suggest? Universe advice. Again, overall energy triangle. The divine couple is represented by dating. And there's a full moon here. And right now, as I'm sure everyone is aware, we too are in this energy of the full moon. So this is very nice to have this representing them. The recent past. Dark male. This may represent the masculine. Blocks to the union. Gossip, somebody else involved. Again, a third energy, at least a second energy. Just outside interference is what this represents. The masculine's higher self. Dating queen. He's pretty popular right now. He's got a lot of suitors. There's 1, 2, 3 in the picture. What can they expect in the near future? Open relationship. It's not coming through definitively yet, because it is kind of coming through like it means open relationship in the traditional sense. Not coming through definitively yet, whether, you know, it does, or it might mean a relationship out in the open as it came through before when I was shuffling. What can the feminine do or surrender toward this situation? She's going to have to give him some space for now. Now, space, time is relative, you know, so space and for now are both relative. It can mean minutes, days, months, you know, but he needs a moment, as they say. What's he willing to do and or surrender toward the situation right now? He wants his freedom. So he needs some time, a moment again, to gather himself and to work on this. He wants to be free from the outside interference. He probably wants to be free from all this attention. I want to choose who and what I want, you know. And it's certainly based on this is the union. That's the who and what he wants. Nothing based on this too. A relationship out in the open that's not going to be gossiped about, talked about. Like, this is what it is. I'm telling you this is what it is. This is my situation. So it's not a secret and it's not anything for you to, you know, talk about. As a matter of fact, I'll give you something to talk about. Boom, this. What's the outcome? Communication between the two. And I think I pulled out my angel tarot and shuffled those. I think I may be starting with the 8 of Wands there, which is also about communication. So, makes sense. Narrowing, if there is some distance between you, you know, narrowing that gap and coming back together to a place like this. And again, with the moon here, this can certainly be like now, you know, you won't have to wait for this healing. It's available now. What would the universe suggest or have you do, the two of you? New love. This is your focus, according to the universe. Like, don't let this, seems to be a situation that may be a little bit uncool, for lack of a better word. But the universe doesn't want, it's a distraction, and it is something that just needs to be healed. And it looks like we're working on that, or at least the masculine is. So, and working on, again, seeking his freedom from situations like this. So just allow him the moment to do that and focus on the new love. With that, I'll go to the next spread. And actually, for those, watching, the reason I used this hashtag creepy deck is because it does have pictures of people. And I, wanted to look and see if there was a scenario that I could actually, view, lay out on the table. So now I'm going to the Angel Tarot, beginning, yes, I was correct. It's the 8 of Fire. This was just also an indication of communication and things moving rather quickly. So one moment, yeah, there is distance between us. We're not speaking. People are talking behind our back. There's whatever. And the next minute, all that's been taken care of. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things are happening at once. Opening to the 10 of Air. It's the end of a difficult situation. See, it's coming to an end. Embrace the change and expect things to get better. Somebody even may even be recovering from an addiction. And an addiction doesn't have to mean substance abuse, although it can. But it can be any person, place, or thing upon which we're codependent. So a toxic relationship like appears to have been depicted in the other spread, whether that's with friends, neighbors, family members, whoever's like butting in and all that kind of stuff. Those relationships can be codependent too. That can be the addiction. That's what's coming to an end. 8 of Fire. Opening to Strength. Major Arcana card Strength with Archangel Ariel. Represents the sign of Leo or other fire sign. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments. Forgiveness and compassion instead will be necessary and should be extended. Right, our focus is new love. We're not focusing on negativity. Strength and opening to Justice. Maybe a divorce or other legal situation, or just doing the right thing in, again, ending what appeared to be a toxic karmic situation. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Justice represents the sign of Libra, but can be here because of the other air signs that are involved in this couple and in this reading. Aquarius, Gemini. Strength and the 2 of Air. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Pretending there's no problem. Like hoping, like if I don't open my mail, it'll go away maybe. I won't have to pay the bill. That type of thing. I'm going to cut. It's the 3 of Fire, which also can represent for me not only a triangle, but a love triangle in some cases, because the fire or the wands element is phallic. And the 3 can represent from what I call a party of 3, which can perhaps be a romantic party of 3, better known as a love triangle. And it can be showing up here because of abundance too. Things look very good. Have patience at this time and make long-term plans. Because we do need the 3 when we start with the 2 of Wands. We do need the 3 in order to get to the 4 and the foundations that we're laying. The overall energy is awakening with Archangel Gabriel into another 3. Awakening is actually the hanged man in the traditional tarot and represents for me the planet Neptune or the sign of Pisces or the water sign, Scorpio, Cancer. Look at things from a different perspective. You're at a temporary standstill. So it's like right now there's the pause button has been hit on life. Like you ever seen The Matrix? Remember they used to, everything used to freeze and stop? That's what's happening. You're the only one that can move. Use the opportunity to be your 100% authentic self. Totally genuine, truthful, honest with you. Take a step back. Look at the big picture. Think about what you want, what your next move is. That's what the hangman shows up for. Masculine is the 5 of water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped. Not seeing the positive in the situation, which is that he still has 2 cups standing up, even though this is a mess here. crying over spilled milk. Being focused on the wrong things. Right. He should be focused on the 2 cups that are still standing. Like I was just saying, he has them here. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness and the positive resolution of a conflict. In his subconscious, it's the Page of Earth, who's scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, maybe even a new area of study. Page of Earth can be also a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Feminine. It's the Queen of Fire, who's confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Also a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or someone taking on those traits or attributes. Queen of Fire is the quintessential divine feminine of the tarot. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. She is surrounded by the 3 of air. Here's some heartache, some pain, some hurt, some betrayal, great sadness. Take time to heal. There's a need to forgive yourself and others. So this is our third 3, I believe. In the feminine subconscious, the 7 of Earth. Makes sense. Seeds well planted. So there's unnecessary worry. And there's no need for you to worry. We just had a pause in action. Again, the pause button has been hit. We're waiting to reap what we've sown. What we've sown is not negativity, is not hurt, is not, is, good things. We're waiting for this page to notify us of all the good things that are coming. Court cards of the element of earth, when they show up in a love reading or, a question of love, tend to indicate, longevity, like a relationship that's going to work out and withstand. Crowning. The 5 of air. Somebody's messed up though. That's what this card means for me. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. The 5 of air, for me is, it's not always intentional. It's often not intentional actually, but it's something in which we had a hand. We had a hand in we brought this upon ourselves by our actions. This conflict that we're having. We brought it upon ourselves, either purposely, intently, or inadvertently. It doesn't change the fact that it hurts people. Like, even if it was a mistake, we didn't mean to, it doesn't change the fact that it hurts people. That they still need to heal. That we still need to seek forgiveness. That we still need to hope that they'll give it to us. All that remains the same. At the root, it's the 4 of air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. This could be the feminine needing to make a decision about this pain and heartache and this healing through which she's going. This can be the masculine needing to make a decision about the 2 of water. What are you going to do? Are you going to, realize and appreciate you've got these 2 cups standing up here? Or are you going to continue to worry about the 3 that are laying on the ground? Like, the choice is yours. Take a moment to think about it if you need to. At the heart of the matter, ego with Archangel Jophiel, which is the devil. A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things and or negative or fear-based thoughts. This is also about feeling bound to something, like we saw before, the marionette, the puppet, the strings that need to be cut. Feeling bound or married to something, someone, someplace, a combination of those. Wanting your freedom, seeking your freedom, as we've also seen. Let's go to the romance cards and see what they will add. We're going to begin with new love. So we're seeing a lot of this new love. On a more positive note, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. We just saw new love in the other spread. An opening to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that means, like, take the time to decide, to listen to your heart and head, both maybe. Take the time to heal. Put yourself first to do whatever it is you need to do. In either case. Opening to finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And they should be positive. You're about to collect on what you've planted, the abundance. And for the masculine, you know, there's news coming up the pike of financial improvement in his life too. Love yourself first. Opening to heart conversations. This is the third instance of communication as well. We had an actual communication card. We had the 8 of Wands, and now heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you guys need to talk. Love yourself first. And honeymoon. More moon energy. Something going on now behind the scenes. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Love yourself first. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. I did not just talk about what we're married to. So that's one aspect of it. Coming from this devil. Married to people, places, and things that don't serve us. Whatever those entities are, we need to cut those ties. Because we don't even feel good about it. We feel that it's toxic. We feel bound. We feel trapped. We want our freedom. That's, you know, one of the meanings of the situation that involves marriage. Your overall energy is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Here atop the 5 of water, calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Atop the 2 of water, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Atop the page of earth, so this third energy may have something to do with an earth sign. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Court cards can often represent actual people. Here atop the Queen of Fire, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. This being married to the material and or to a person, not necessarily a man-made marriage, but I mean metaphorically to a person that may or may not be an earth sign, may have something to do with finances, with money. Like I feel stuck with this person because of my relationship with the material and with money. I don't know how to move out of this place where I'm trapped with them. Here atop the 3 of air, love yourself first is back. So give yourself the time that you deserve in order to heal, and put yourself first. Put your nurturing first there. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Atop the 7 of earth, okay, you're patient here. This is seeds well planted. You're waiting now for them to grow, and it's going to be worth it. Okay, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Here atop the 5 of air, playfulness. Okay, because this is a funky situation and we want to move out of it. We want to be able to approach one another. How are we going to do that? To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's how. And atop the 4 of air, this is the decision that needs to be made on both sides. You deserve love. Decide that, right? Decide that you're important, that you value yourself, you love yourself, and you know you deserve love from others too. You are lovable. And at the heart of the matter, atop the devil or the ego card in this deck, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So despite these other difficulties, the relationship, as the 2 of water next to which this sits also indicates, continues to ascend. I had planned to do that other cross spread. I didn't, but it doesn't look like we need it now. I did get plenty of answers in the 2 spreads that I've done. So I'm just going to move on to the Ascendant Master cards, beginning with Teacher. Okay, we're learning from this experience. We're going to choose peace. Let's work on, working this thing out, but in as compassionate a way as we can. Like entering it lighthearted and remaining that way to the extent that we're able. Teacher. Priorities. That doesn't mean hiding your emotions. If you get emotional, if you want to cry, you want to whatever, that's, do that, because you got to be authentic. But we're not going to go in like with a bunch of heavy bags, and when we try to approach one another, and we're not going to begin with anger either. Make yourself the priority in both cases. Let's take King Solomon's suggestion. He's back with priorities. And opening to meditate. This can help you both to decide what it is you want to do. It's Buddha's suggestion. Priorities. Opening to yoga. This is another means of meditation. Can help you come up with the decision. Or to otherwise find peace and reach a place of, peace and love, contentment. I'm going to cut. And the overall energy is right. And more moon. So I think this is meaningful for you too. Right often comes through for me, meaning like to write something off, so I think that message fits with the spread you've had thus far. Like someone, someplace, something, combination of those needs to be written off. We need to be done with this. We need to, again, cut the cord, cut those strings. Here, a top calling in your soulmate, and that 5 of water, 5 of cups, is listen. So maybe you're both calling in one another. He needs to pay attention to the call. That's going to like nudge him and remind him, oh yeah, I got these 2 cups. What am I doing worrying about this crap that's laying on the floor? That's done, that's over. Here, atop honeymoon and the 2 of water, you are seeing this situation accurately, says Horus. Okay, so here's the union sitting here. Here, atop unrequited love in the page of earth, see the other person's point of view. So even when we're dealing with somebody that we're going to cut off, we're trying to be as fair and compassionate with them as well. Here, atop finances and career and the Queen of Fire, clear and shield your energy, says El Moria. So maybe there's been a block to finances and the material in your life. And how you can protect that is by, in general, clearing and shielding your energy. Here, atop love yourself first and the 3 of air. With regard to your healing, Moses says, take charge of the situation. Like you're responsible to nurture you. Take charge of the situation and clear and shield your energy. In your subconscious, here atop worth waiting for and the 7 of earth. It's because of the flow of prosperity. So this whole column here for you just turned into one about abundance. Now, it can be abundance of love as well, too. But your flow to prosperity being blocked, how can we open it up? By clearing our energy. And then once we clear it, what do we want to do? Shield it so that it continues to flow. So that's your homework. Crowning, atop playfulness and what was here? Oh, yes. One of my least favorite cards. That's probably why I forgot it. Atop that conflict, the 5 of air represents is choose peace. So we're going to work that out. Again, in as peaceful and compassionate a manner as possible. Here atop you deserve love. And the 4 of air is mother, wife, sister, daughter. And I think that this has dual meaning too. Not only does it have to do with the 2 of you and your inner feminine and all this moon energy, which is feminine energy of surrender, and you guys working on healing your inner feminine. Each of you, the masculine has one too, males have one too. but also something with a mother, wife, sister, daughter, another feminine energy with whom we have to heal a relationship. And healing, because it's sitting here next to the unrequited love, for one thing. Healing can mean repairing a relationship. It can also mean walking away. You know, that's another way of healing a relationship. Here, atop engagement and the devil or ego is teacher. So we're going to learn from this lesson and just continue to ascend. Still I rise, as Maya Angelou wrote. From the hashtag Cupid deck to the masculine, past life. He has this past life, this karmic issue that he has to work on. For you, mature woman. I think this is you. And it's showing like, again, this is you. So you can handle this situation. You can fix this, you know, to the extent that you're responsible to do so. You've got it in you. From the romance angels to the masculine, give your relationship a chance. This Two of Water, he's to pay attention to it and you know, not waste any more time staring at the Three Cups laying on the ground. Work on your partnership. Romance angels to you, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this may be go toward your decision-making process. From the angels to the masculine, the Wheel with Archangel Michael, a time of positive change. The situation suddenly moves forward. This is very similar to that Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands energy with which we started. You know, all of a sudden there's movement and fortune is on your side. The angels to you, the Knight of Water. He is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. He's also a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but doesn't have to be. It could be anybody taking on these attributes or traits, although the masculine may very well have some. He's about a week away, less than a week actually. He's less than a week away from Pisces, about 5 days away from Pisces. So he has this Neptune sitting here too with the Hanged Man. This could very well be him. If it's not him as far as the zodiac, it can be him and it can be you as far as emotions, okay? And the desire to heal the relationship and to get back together, and the fact that the relationship continues to ascend, falling in love, maybe even wanting to date, right? An invitation to a social event like we saw with the first spread, the dating, that represented the divine couple, so the two of you together. It's very Two of Water in itself. This is what lies ahead. And from the Ascended Masters to the masculine, work your magic, says Saint Germain. Like you got yourself into this, you can get yourself out of it, whatever this conflict is. And for you, freedom, that you both need some. I hope that you find this helpful and that you enjoy it. Namaste, Angel.